digga gong gong, digga ding ding dong, digga gong gong, bing bong, bing bong, bagga gong gong, digga ding ding ding, digga gong gong, bing bing bong bong, bagga gong gong, bong bing bing bong, bagga gong, ding dong, digga gong gong, bong bong, bing bong, bagga ding gong, digga ding ding ding, digga gong gong, bing 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 ding, digga gong gong, digga ding dong, ding gong, boom 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 boom, ba da bing bam ba boo bop beep bop, digga gak gak dita, digga gak gak big boo boo bop, ba di beep bop, tick bop, see bop, ba do bop bop, re bop bop bop, ba di gak gak digga do digga gak gak beep beep, boop ba di bop bop, ba di do bop beep boop bop bop boop bop, beep beep boop bop bop boop bop, beep beep ba di bop 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 boo beep beep boo beep beep ba di re boop ba di re 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 ba boop bop bop ba di bop, digga do da da do bop 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 bop, ho beep bop 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 Oh, what's up, guys?
Welcome back to the Two Honks podcast, where Jesus died for our honks. My name is Joe Little. Sitting across from me this evening is, as always, the astute. Is astute? Is that a compliment? If I call somebody astute,
Yeah, I'll take it.
The astute Lamar Costin.
Thank you for noticing.
Sitting across from me this evening.
I am astute.
Yeah, you
Are
are a student.
I'm a student of life.
A student of life.
Yeah. I'm doing okay.
You're doing good.
Yeah, I don't know about if you've noticed what's going on outside. There is a world outside this podcast.
There is.
A lot of people may not be aware of that. But it's a little bit wet out there.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
And you know, it's also it's a good time to talk about the weather because we haven't talked about the weather.
We need to talk about the weather because it is different now. Things have changed.
Last time we talked about the weather was when it was very hot.
It was hot and we were sweating profusely.
And now it's very cold and it's very wet.
There's something that's different about this wet though. It's like the drops are different, right? The drops that are coming from the sky from Jesus.
It's kind of like that part in Forrest Gump where he's talking about all the different kinds of rain. That's what we're dealing with right now.
He talked about rain.
You know, the big old stinging rain.
Oh yeah,
Big old fat rain.
These are big old wompers.
You know,
they're coming down. They're splashing, and like one drop could actually soak all of your clothing.
They are some big fat wompers going on out there.
I don't remember that being the case in years prior.
Yeah.
And I remember it being more of a mist.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe. But I'm gonna say this, and I don't care what anybody thinks about me.
Okay.
I got an umbrella.
You got an umbrella.
And I don't care.
Yeah.
What anybody says because out here you're supposed to apparently just wear a flannel and like get wet.
You're supposed to be okay with just being wet.
You're supposed to be tough about it and just walk around and wear a hoodie.
Yeah.
Why would I want to wear a wet, cold hoodie?
Why would I want to be wet and cold?
Why? I don't understand why that's so frowned upon.
Where did that start? Why did we start shaming people for getting umbrellas?
Can we stop rain shaming people?
Yeah, let's stop rain. Let's normalize the stopshire of rain shaming.
Can we normalize a parapluie, which is French for umbrella?
Yeah.
I am against the rain, and that's what parapluie stands for.
Oh, okay.
And I stand against the rain in defiance.
Yeah.
I have an umbrella, and I don't care. I don't want to be wet.
Should we go protest the rain?
I mean, we could probably stop it.
Is that the next thing the Two Honks podcast is going to stop? Right after we stop the European Union, of course.
Yeah, we're still working on that one.
Next, we're going to stop the rain.
I'm just sick of it. And I'm just tired of being wet and cold. And it's like, it just started. I'm already tired of it.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to have to converse with God to stop the rain. Does that still happen?
Conversations with God?
Conversations with God. Does that still happen? Does God even control the rain? Or did God just create what made the rain and now the rain just does what it wants?
How is there so much fluid in the air that's coming down? I don't understand that because California just got 100 rain drops in like 20 minutes or something.
Well, and it's
like a record.
It's my understanding that we live on a planet with a sort of a gravitational pull, you know?
Right.
That's what keeps you and I sitting in these chairs right here and not flying off into the sky, you know? How does rain defy gravity? How does that happen? What?
Yeah, where
what
is
are
it?
we? How? What?
Why is it? How is it up here and then it's down here?
I feel like God has something to do with it. I feel like he's manipulating the rain.
Yeah.
And he gets off on keeping us down. That's for sure.
He's having a big old laugh, especially at everybody in Portland who thinks like, oh, I have to get wet to look cool.
Yeah, I have to not carry an umbrella and I have to be wet all the time.
He's like, look at all those people. Like,
Yeah.
I invented umbrellas. You can use those
exactly.
too.
He just pops them around, you know,
Yeah.
dumps the rain all over them, you know.
I don't know. I mean, umbrellas I think they're cool. Mary Poppins could fly with hers.
Yeah.
So if you get a big gust of wind, which has been kind of windy,
Yeah, there's been some wind going on.
could be a good little transportation tool.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, Sarah and I took Ezra to the pumpkin patch whilst the rainstorm was going quite heavily,
Really?
shall we say.
Okay.
By the time we arrived, the sun came out and the clouds parted, and there wasn't any torrential rain coming down, and I feel like God had something to do with that.
You think God smiled upon you?
I think he smiled upon me. Mm-hmm. But who's talking to God?
When was the last time you got a word in with him?
Is God on Instagram? And I'm not talking about that God page where the guy just pretends he's God
Yeah.
and he just like, you know,
I
talks
think-
about politics. I don't think God's political. I don't think God's a political.
Yeah, he's like
Figure.
He's fluid.
Yeah, he's
Right?
just like, yeah, man, I get it. I'm God.
Well, here's the other thing. Like everybody knows that God is gay.
Yeah.
Right? Because I mean, Nirvana was the first band that I heard that said that publicly.
Yeah.
But like everybody knows that now.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like,
Well, and I mean, God never had to procreate. Because he
Yeah.
could just create. You
Right.
know, he just makes things happen.
yeah.
He never had to worry
And you-
about procreating.
You can't even
know?
say that God is gender fluid either, because
Yeah.
he's like, they or whatever are
Yeah.
beyond any kind of description like that.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, I mean, I don't think God has a human form. Even though the Bible says that we were created in God's image, I don't think that's right. Because
Yeah.
I'm not glowing and floating right now.
Yeah.
If I was glowing and floating, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm created in God's image, but I'm not. I'm not doing. I wish I was.
Right. Yeah.
I would love to be glowing and floating right now.
Right.
Yeah. I would take my friends to the hill and I would glow and float for them
Yeah.
and they would like it.
You would also
You
be
know?
like all powerful or whatever.
I'd be very famous if I
would-
could do that.
Yeah. If you were all powerful, do you think that you would abuse that power?
I'd be very corrupt.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Me too.
100%.
Yeah. I would. I mean, maybe that's like maybe the really wealthy billionaires among us feel like gods
Yeah.
because they can just do whatever they want and there's like no repercussions.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think. So I read something on the internet, and this is kind of changing the subject, but we were talking about Jeff Bezos the other day, and we didn't get into it.
Chef Bezos. Yeah.
Chef Bezos. But this woman posted that, you know, he's got like, what, $200 billion.
Is that right?
And she said there's 7 billion people in the world.
Right.
She's like, why can't he give all of us, each individual in this world, $1 billion, and then he would have $193 billion left? And I was like, I don't think your math is right.
Yeah.
Because if 7 billion people each had $1 billion,
Right.
that would require way more billions of dollars than $200 billion.
Right.
Did people forget how to do math?
Here, I think
Did
people,
we-
yeah. I think that, we've forgotten how to do math, how to read
Yeah.
text. Is that what they call it?
I can't read anymore. I forgot.
Yeah, you can't read. We've forgotten how to communicate with other people, interacting with
Yeah.
people. I think that, yeah, we've kind of, in a short period of time, we've forgotten everything that took us millennia to learn.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to get that back, really.
All in the name of convenience. And I think Jeff Bezos had something to do. Maybe Jeff Bezos is talking to God. You think he's talking to God?
He might have a horn.
I think he's got a horn for God.
He's got a horn on God.
Yeah, he's got a horn on God.
Yep.
I don't know, man. It's
Yeah.
world's gone crazy, man. It's just a crazy place. Crazy times.
Yeah.
Unprecedented times.
Hell in a handbasket.
Hell in a handbasket.
I'm going to bring this up once and I won't mention it again.
Yeah.
But speaking of like people forgetting how to talk and spell words and like communicate to other people with words.
Yeah.
Without fists. I've noticed on the internet, and even there was an event that happened, a techno event that happened at the Gorge a couple weekends ago, few.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And I was reading the flyer from that on their website, and I saw this typo, which isn't even a typo. It's somebody doesn't know how to use words.
Yeah.
And it said something like, it's like when people say, I could have done this, and I could have done that. They say could and then OF, could have.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, they don't know that it's actually too
wrong.
It's,
Wrong.
Wrong is right.
Wrong.
Wrong is right.
Yeah.
It's a contraction for two different words, could have.
Uh-huh.
And the fact that there are people that don't know how to do that and that they have access to writing. This person has a job writing the description for this on a website. It was made into an image.
Yeah.
It was probably the flyer.
And this image is being distributed to millions of people.
To our children.
To children.
There's ecstasy included on the back.
Yeah.
You lick it or something.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Why are we doing that to our kids?
Why are we doing that to our kids? I mean, why are we giving kids ecstasy? Let's talk about that one.
Yeah, we need to teach them how to use contractions.
I know we're trying to normalize things, but normalize ecstasy for children? Are you kidding me?
What? Why?
Why?
I just had to
Who thought of this?
Had to get that off of my hoofs because
Who thought of this?
I've just been seeing that so much now. And
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not. I thought at first it was a spell check error.
Yeah.
It's not. People don't know how to use words one after another to make sentences.
What happened to the red squiggly line under the misspelled words? You know,
you
just
can
type it into Google real quick and it'll give you the correct.
You know what? People disable that.
Yeah.
You can turn that off, and that's what they do.
Why are they doing that?
Because they don't want to be told they're wrong.
Clearly, they need it.
Had to get it. I'm getting hot. Had to get that off.
Worlds? I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
It's getting
here
hot
anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think that phones probably are making us dumber.
Yeah.
I think that's probably true.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
As we get older, we get dumber, and we get more. We rely on technology, and the technology turns us into dummies.
Maybe we're not dumber. Maybe we're just complacent.
Maybe, yeah.
You think so?
Why can't we be both?
Do you think God wants us to be complacent?
Do you think God wants us to be sheep?
Isn't that one of the commandments? Isn't that one of the 10 commandments? Thou shalt be a complacent sheep.
Thou shalt be a sheeple.
Thou shalt be a bitch for God.
I think so, because there's the whole like shepherd aspect, right?
Yeah.
And like we're the sheep, so
It's true.
I don't know.
It's true.
These are important questions.
Yeah, but anyway,
we're on our 36th episode right now.
36 episodes.
Do you believe
this
that?
is insane. We have been doing the Two Honks podcast for damn near a year.
It's been a minute.
When did the first episodes come? Like April
I think so.
2021?
Yeah, somewhere in that
March
in that
or
region.
April of 2021. Wow.
Somewhere in that region. And we've been talking about absolutely nothing for 36 episodes now.
Nobody cares.
Nobody is even listening.
Nobody even cares what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah, and nobody's talking about this.
Yeah, and if you're making it this far into the podcast, thanks.
Thanks for listening.
You're awesome.
Yeah,
you're great.
You're one of a few people that will ever hear this.
Yeah, I mean, it's important stuff, and I mean, nobody's talking about this. We gotta put it out there.
Yeah.
We gotta put it out there.
Well, what else is new?
We got many claims to fame, you know?
Yeah.
Some of which we haven't even talked about yet.
Right. Well, we are I'm 10 months California sober.
10 months California sober.
Now. Yeah, and you're a month in now, huh?
Tomorrow is going to be my 30-day mark
That's pretty big.
of California sobriety.
And I think we're setting examples for people
Yeah, I think so.
without even trying, you know.
I think we're proving that you don't need drugs and alcohol to be a genius,
Right.
you know? Because I am a genius,
Yeah.
and I think I'm even more so a genius now
Yeah, the clouds part a little bit.
without the alcohol in my system. This, by the way, I'm drinking is a peach plum seltzer
Okay.
mixed with apple juice, and let me tell you, it's delicious.
You got a little Space Jam going there.
Yeah, I got some Space Jam going.
We're not sponsored by Space Jam, by the way.
It would be cool if we were.
It'd be a lot cooler if we were.
Yeah.
So there you have it. We're the only sober geniuses doing this right now, I think.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I think tomorrow I have my AA meeting, and it's going to be my 30-day mark. I'm going to go get my 30-day chip.
Yeah.
And when you get a chip at AA, they make you go up on the microphone and they make you speak in front of the people.
Right.
And I'm trying to work on my type 5 for the Comedy Store. Really, I want to get some.
You're gonna work some comedy into your.
I want to get some zingers going up there. I want to get some zingers.
So you're gonna test out some jokes
you
while
know.
you're getting a 30-day chip.
You got to You got to lighten up the mood a little bit. You know, there's a lot of people struggling in there. They're talking about the things that they face and the struggles that they have and blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
it's like oh my gosh, guys.
It's heavy, yeah.
Can we put some jokes in here? Come on, please, gosh.
So are you gonna riff on the weather? Or you have any like specific?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna talk about the weather. You know, I mean, I'm gonna talk about probably how a couple of those people are making me feel pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
I'm doing all right compared to some of them.
Right.
But you know, I mean, I think I don't know if they're gonna react that well to that.
You got to read the crowd.
You got to read the room.
You might want to work the crowd a little bit. Just heckle the crowd a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Do some crowd work.
Do some crowd work just to warm up.
Oh, you're bold. What's up?
Yeah.
You know.
Could you not sit in front, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you not sit in front and ruin my set?
My show. Just keep calling it your show.
Thanks for coming out, guys. Getting my 30-day set. Chip. Yeah, I'm working on my type 5. Thanks for sitting down.
I went to
being here with me.
I went to my first AA meeting with you last week, and that was I think yours as well. And I think we need to find a way to promote our podcast there.
Yeah, because AA is all about self-promotion.
Yeah,
That's the number one thing it's about.
we're gonna do the program and promote ourselves.
Yeah.
and work on our comedy.
It's the 12 steps of self-promotion, and not a lot of people know that.
Right.
Not a lot. I mean, it's at the end of the 12 steps, you're supposed to be famous
And funny.
and hilarious.
You're supposed to get really funny.
Yeah,
afterwards.
like I mean, all the celebrities are doing it. Like you got Nikki Glazer.
Yeah.
She's sober and she's hilarious.
Right.
You got Mark Maron, sober, hilarious.
Right.
You got Theo Vaughn, also hilarious and sober.
You know the podcast that I love, the Oh Yeah Dude guys. Both of those guys are totally sober.
Totally tober.
So
Yeah.
and when they started the podcast, they weren't actually. So there's kind of a progression there.
Yeah.
So we're following in the footsteps of greats, really.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's just a natural evolution of things. You party in your 20s.
Yeah.
You go a little bit too far.
Get a little crazy.
Yeah, you get a little bit wild. And
Yeah.
then, well, you partied in your 30s.
Well, I was a little later.
You're a late bloomer.
I'm a late bloomer.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay to be like that. But then, it's fine.
It's fine.
It really is, Lamar.
Yeah,
You should really be nicer to yourself.
I'm a
Really.
grower, not a shower.
Yeah, you should. God, I'm worried about you. You got to be nice to yourself, man.
Yeah, true.
You got to start being nice to yourself.
I should be nicer.
Yeah,
Just to myself, though, right?
just to yourself, not to other people.
I can keep being an asshole to everybody else.
Yeah, everybody else, it doesn't. They're not worth it.
I'm going to dial it up.
Yeah,
honestly.
dial it up on yourself.
Yeah. The more I can hate on other people, the more that makes me feel good.
Exactly.
Lifts me up.
That's where it's at. That's where it's
Yeah.
good. Okay, so I think we could call that a good part one.
Okay. Thanks, European Union, for cutting us short.
Yeah, thanks
every
for cutting
time.
us short into 2 parts on the podcast.
So cool of you.
Yeah, but we got some doozies coming up for you. Stay tuned. It's not like you have to sit around for a long time. I mean, we're gonna take a break.
We might take a whole day. How do you know?
But to you guys, it's just gonna be a quick flash. It's gonna be a quick little whoosh,
little fade to black
and then,
or whatever.
There we go.
However, the
We're back.
editing team will do something cool with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
All
All right. Well,
All right.
check you in a second.
Check in a sec.
And we're back.
Hope you enjoyed your intermission, ladies and gentlemen. I got myself a CBD cider.
Wow, look at that. And we're not sponsored by them either.
We're not Autos.
We'll take it. We'll take them.
If you want to sponsor us, you can. You can.
We're California sober.
I mean, all we
So,
need is free stuff. So
yeah, I mean, we'll take whatever you got.
we have a lot of money.
Space Jam, are you listening?
Yeah, Space Jam,
We mentioned you, so
Autos, CBD cider.
we get royalties every time
know?
you mention it, right?
Yeah, we get royalties every time somebody takes a breath. So we're good, man.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're good.
Like we're literally we want to just be sponsored by stuff that we believe in.
We love products and materialism
Yeah.
and things.
Well, I mean, I think that some people say that things don't bring you happiness, and I disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree. I like having things. I like having things that I don't even use or need.
You just like to have them and put them somewhere?
Yeah, I just like to have them like the Japanese dolls we got
Right.
in these boxes right here.
Beautiful ladies.
You, the listener, I mean, or watcher, or whatever you are, I
Yeah.
don't care. You can't see the Japanese dolls.
They're gorgeous. Absolutely
Gorgeous
mesmerizing.
Japanese dolls behind the camera here.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. We're thinking about putting them up on some shelves here.
Yeah.
One here, one on the top, one over there.
We're getting settled into the studio space here.
Yeah, I think.
We're getting our aromatics situated here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
we smudged it earlier.
Yeah, we smudged it. Well, I think one of the big issues I've been working out in here.
Oh, you work out in here.
I work out in here now.
Okay.
So I sweat in here.
This is like a multi-purpose studio. It's
It's
a yoga studio. It's a gym.
Yeah.
It's a podcast studio.
Yeah.
And your workspace. You work from here. As
Yeah,
well.
I work in here as well. It's my. You know what? I hate the word man cave. I don't want to call it my man cave.
Yeah, it's kind of a dumb word.
I'm gonna call it my boy room.
Yeah.
Because it's a room.
You should call it a boy dungeon.
A boy dungeon. There we go.
Yeah, that's not weird at all.
Yeah, that's not weird. I think people would feel generally comfortable if I say, "Hey, you know what? You should come over to my house sometime and see my boy dungeon."
Yeah. Meet my Japanese ladies in the
Meet
boy
my
dungeon.
Japanese ladies that live in my boy dungeon. I keep them around my my boys.
Right. We should get like an aromatherapy bar set up in here. Like
Okay.
those like oxygen bars you can go to in
Is
like
that
big
what
cities.
that's supposed to be? The aromatherapy?
Well, I don't. I think they're just oxygen bars. But my idea is to have a similar thing where you inhale aromas
Yeah.
that maybe like revitalize you or whatever.
What kind of aromas would you have at this aroma?
Eucalyptus, cedar, jasmine.
Okay.
This is off the cuff here. I would go with a lemon balm,
Okay.
maybe a lavender. And these are all not all at once. Obviously, that would be insane.
Yeah.
But have to like almost like those like little tubes that you hit like volcanoes from
Yeah.
or whatever. Like those like the
Volcano tubes. Wouldn't you have the
tubes.
things that go in your nose as well?
like people with emphysema.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Do you think people with emphysema would go to your aromatherapy bar?
What if you made these scents and put them in tanks so you could wheel around behind you?
Yeah.
And just had that in your nose all the time.
Yeah.
People would think you had emphysema.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you'd be like, no, this is my portable aromatherapy bar.
Yeah, well, I mean, then you could use the handicap parking spots. You'd never have to walk
Right.
from the back of the parking lot ever again. You just get yourself an aromatherapy little tank there.
Yeah.
I think we could be onto something.
Aroma tank.
This could be a $1 billion business.
Aroma tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's scrap this podcast.
Yeah, scrap the pod.
This isn't working out.
Start,
Let's just
start the aroma tank business.
start the aromatherapy bar.
Maybe we'll look this up on the internet later.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody else has done it, and if somebody else has done it,
Yeah.
maybe they could sponsor us. But this goes back to aroma tanks. You carry them with you.
Goes back to ancient Egypt, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean this could pop off. We could be billionaires.
Right.
We could be richer than Jeff Bezos. 'cause
We're taking ancient ideas and bringing them into
Yeah.
the new world.
So Jeff Bezos, he has $200 billion. That means he could
Chump
give.
change, whatever.
That means he could give 200 people $1 billion.
Right.
But I want to give everybody $1 billion. So,
Yeah.
if there's, let's just say, there's 8 billion people in the world, does that mean I need $8 billion?
Right.
Is that how that is? 8 trillion? Is trillion the number?
8 trillion. Is that a number?
Or are you just billion?
Is 8 trillion a number?
I think it's a number.
Is it?
I think trillion is a,
That sounds made up when you say it.
yeah.
Sounds like gazillion or something.
Yeah, but I mean, gazillion I know is made up, but people still use it for some reason.
Yeah.
That's because people can't talk anymore.
People don't know how to use words,
People
and we
don't know
are
words.
people, so we
Yeah.
also don't know how to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I think it's 8 billion.
That would cover everybody in the world.
Yeah, I would. Let's make $8 billion, and that way everybody gets $1 billion,
Yeah.
and then we'd be fine. We'd be good.
Would everybody be wealthy then, or would everybody just be a new level of poor?
I think everybody would be wealthy. Everybody would buy goods and services at all times.
Right.
And then the world would just explode. And we'd all
Physically?
walk hand in hand into eternity, really.
You're talking about a nuclear war would happen?
No, I think if everybody was a billionaire, the world would just explode. Like, there's no
Yeah.
rhyme or reason for it. No,
Doesn't make any sense.
no nuclear war. It would just, boom. You
Right.
guys did too good. It's over now.
It's kind of like if
Bye-bye.
you're on like psychedelics and you think the wrong thing, your
Yeah.
head can explode.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like when that happens.
Exactly. You know,
You don't want to think the wrong thoughts, or
yeah.
you could die.
Well, and I mean, I've done psychedelics before. Mm-hmm. And
Did your head explode?
it did not explode.
Mine almost popped off one time.
It didn't physically explode,
Yeah.
but I think my brain exploded in some kind of way.
Spiritually?
Spiritually exploded.
Do you think we live in a spiritually, what's the word? A spiritually bankrupt world? Do you think most people are empty shells on the inside?
Yeah, I think in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in a lot of ways that maybe I'm an empty shell inside.
What do you think's inside there? If there's nothing, if it's empty, just space?
Probably aromas,
Yeah.
different aromas.
I bet there's some smells in there.
I bet there's some. I mean, there might even be some really pretty good smells in there. You know,
Yeah.
there might be some bad smells too. Do you think
Right.
the bad smells are where your bad thoughts come from?
When I smell something bad, sometimes I think bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about doing bad things to others when you smell bad smells?
If it's really bad, I do.
If it's really bad,
Yeah.
like what kind of smells? Like what kind of bad smells?
I don't know. Like poopy smells.
Like poopy smells, like a skunk.
I like skunk smell, actually.
You like the skunk
I
smell.
enjoy a good skunk smell. Yeah.
Like a good skunk.
I like it. Something
Yeah.
comforting about it. There's something that actually reminds me of coffee for some reason
Okay.
with skunks.
Okay.
I want to
interesting.
just drink it up. I want to make a cup of coffee out of it.
You know, one morning I saw a skunk and I thought, wow, this is so cool. There's a skunk
Yeah.
right here. How often do you see a skunk?
Not that often.
You know?
I think I've seen one or two.
They're very elusive animals, you know.
Yeah.
They're stinky, but maybe that's a stink of good luck. You
Right.
know? Smell bad smells with spells,
Yeah.
and it sells.
I'd buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put bad smells in my cells
Yeah.
because it sells.
Do you think
And
money,
makes spells.
if the world is spiritually bankrupt and empty for the most part, do you think that giving everybody $1 billion would solve that problem?
No.
That wouldn't help.
No, money doesn't have anything to do with spirituality. But how
Interesting.
would you make the world not spiritually bankrupt?
How would you do it?
Yeah, you know, I mean, there's some people who shall remain unnamed
Yeah.
who think that it did just if everybody took psychedelics, it would solve most of the world's problems.
Right.
I don't think that.
Yeah, I don't know if it would.
I think there's a lot of people out there that I would not want to give psychedelic drugs to.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I think a lot of people are doing just fine without them. Maybe.
Some people aren't ready for that.
And I mean, I think a certain amount of people don't even need to be spiritual. Like, we don't need them to become spiritual people.
Really? Okay.
You know?
You think we're better off having like a large percentage of our population being basically like empty zombies?
Well, there's got to be a spectrum.
Yeah.
You know, it can't be just a large percentage of our population all being zombies like
Right.
it is right now.
Right.
You know? We need to...
Like a 50-50 or something a little bit more balanced.
45, 55.
I feel like we're sitting on about a 90-10, 95-5.
Yeah, we're sitting on a 95-5er right now.
I feel like most people that I talk to are like robots.
Yeah.
Or they're really like computer programs that are just repeating themselves.
Yeah. I would really love to be about a 47-53.
That's the sweet spot for you.
47-53 is right about where you need to be. Like 47% empty shells,
Okay.
53% spiritual. That adds up to 100, right?
I think that's the equation they use for M&M, peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms.
It's 53% peanut, 47% chocolate, milk chocolate.
Is that why peanut M&Ms are so damn good?
I think that's the reason, and it's something that they formulated over a long period of
So
time.
47-53, 47-50. Is
4753, 4753.
Okay, could anybody out there talk to God? Can you talk to God for us and just let us know if God knows anything about 47-53?
4753. Put it on the lottery. You might win.
Put it on the lottery,
Put it
give
on
it
the
a shot.
Powerball. Yeah.
Give it a shot.
If you win, you owe us the money.
At least half.
53% at least.
53, yeah, the greater of the 53.
Yeah.
The greater of the two numbers.
Definitely. We'll take the majority of the money.
Yeah, I mean, if you got like, what, $70 billion?
You pay 47% in taxes anyways.
Yeah, you pay 47%.
So give us the rest of it.
Yeah, just give us the money that you didn't have to pay to the IRS.
Give us the rest of it.
And then there we go, you know?
I actually become more enlightened when I get more money.
Yeah. I become more enlightened when I get more stuff.
Yeah.
My spirituality comes from the shit that I own.
Right.
That's why I'm always buying more stuff.
You can't get enough of it.
I can't get enough stuff.
I like to buy. What I do is, because I live in a really small apartment.
Yeah.
I buy stuff all the time. Like, I just pick stuff up wherever it is. It doesn't even matter if it's nice or not. I get stuff on the side of the road. I'll pick stuff out of dumpsters. I'll buy stuff online. I'll go to the mall, whatever. And when I run out of room in my apartment, I drive on my way to work. I drive right by the river. I just throw it in the river.
Yeah. That way you can buy more stuff.
Yeah, and that's where, that's just the best way to get rid of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I got a stuff-sized hole in my heart, and I'm going to stuff it with more stuff.
Really?
Okay?
Yeah. It fits perfectly, doesn't it?
It fits perfectly. You know, when you got a stuff-sized hole, you got to stuff it with stuff.
When you feel like incomplete, you just can't sleep. You have to get on the internet and buy something, whatever it is. It doesn't really matter what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's your purpose. That's what you were here to do.
Right. Everybody's like, what's praying to God or Jesus? Like, what am I supposed to do in this life or whatever?
What's my meaning?
Am I doing the right job or,
Am I doing the right job? Am I helping humanity? No, you just need to buy stuff.
Like, should I teach? Am I teaching my kids the right things?
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not buying enough things.
Yeah. I'll tell you what to teach your kids. You teach your kids go buy stuff.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
More of it.
Yeah. Get on a Amazon family plan,
Yeah.
and then they can just use your credit card.
Call up China, tell them to make more stuff so we can buy it.
Get China on the horn and tell them to hurry up the shipping thing.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
Figure that out real quick. COVID. Who's still using that as an excuse?
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, police.
what year is it now?
What, you're shipping slow because of COVID? We haven't figured this out yet?
We need stuff
We need stuff.
now.
Yeah.
Like yesterday.
Yeah, stuff. I mean, you can buy all of the stuff, but I want to take it back to a message I portrayed on a different episode that I feel like needs to be returned to. Nobody asked you to wear suspenders.
Yeah, we didn't really get a chance to just don't.
I don't know you. I don't know who you are or why you've gotten this deep into the episode of the podcast, but stop wearing suspenders.
You're here for a reason, and we're telling you this for a reason.
Nobody asked you. None of you look good in them.
You can buy suspenders. Just throw them in your closet like everybody else.
Throw them in there. It's stuff.
I keep mine in my closet.
Yeah.
You ever see me wear them?
Don't wear them. Nobody no. Nobody needs to wear
Throw
them.
them in the river.
Toss them. Do what
Yeah.
Lamar does here. Okay.
I would put a rubber band around it so
Yeah.
it's a nice tight ball and just chuck it into the river when you're driving by it.
Yeah. Just get a belt. The fuck is wrong with you? Suspenders.
Wear a belt or just stop wearing pants.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Can we cancel suspenders?
Do we need pants?
Can we start that fight next? Can we fight suspenders and the rain?
We can fight suspenders. We'll win.
Fight the tides, the rain, and suspenders.
And those damn seabirds.
The damn birds.
They won't shut up.
Shut up.
I'm trying to enjoy a chaotic time at the beach with these waves lapping all my
Yeah.
knees.
I mean, the tides are advancing on us, and that's scary enough. And on top of that, you got these birds out there just...
Yeah. They're always stealing your snacks.
What are they saying anyway?
Why do birds like Cheez-Its so much? Can anybody explain that to me?
Yeah.
What?
One time, I think I told that on an episode here as many moons ago. It's been like episode like 10 or something. The story of the crows. Remember that?
Yeah.
I had offered the crows to Cheez-Its to get them to stop screaming at me.
That's right. You were a friend of the crows.
Yeah, that was the only thing. And then they stopped hanging out. They stopped hanging around.
Yeah.
If you want to make a bird friend, don't give it Cheez-Its. It's just going to take them and fly away.
So you might be the one that created the whole thing with the Cheez-Its.
I might have.
Because birds shouldn't know about these things.
Yeah, birds
They don't need to know that.
Yeah, we should not be helping birds evolve to know that they can just leave us after we give them Cheez-Its.
They're on a need-to-know basis, and they don't need to know about Cheez-Its.
Yeah, they don't... Yeah.
Or any of those snacks.
Cheez-Its don't grow on trees. Where are the Cheez-It trees? Can you tell me?
Yeah, if I could just go pick more Cheez-Its off of a tree.
Who found the Cheez-It trees, okay?
There's no Cheez-Its trees at the beach I go to.
Yeah.
I know that much.
Maybe they're in like Panama or something like that.
Maybe they have Cheez-It trees in Panama. I don't know.
Panama a place?
I don't know. It's in the panhandle somewhere.
A Panama panhandle?
Amanda played with a panda in a Panama panhandle.
Yeah. Did Amanda play with a panda in a basement with a man panda?
Yeah, she started a band with him.
Started a band in a basement with a man panda and a bassist. It was racist. I heard that much.
Yeah,
I know that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, changing subjects here. We invented the barbecue chicken pizza. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, okay. We do need to bring that up because a lot of people have been asking.
We've been getting all kinds of emails about, hey, we've been hearing about these rumors.
Yeah. We want to come out and officially just say that we did invent the barbecue chicken pizza, and we're tired of people like saying they invented it and whatever. We just want to make it clear.
Stop stealing the credit from us.
You can still eat the pizza. That's fine.
You're allowed to eat it. Just know that it was because of the Two Honks podcast that you get to enjoy a barbecue chicken pizza.
Yeah.
A hot dinner with your family.
With your face.
With your face and your family. If you don't have a family, you just enjoy it with your face.
If you don't have a face, you probably don't know what barbecue chicken pizza is.
If you don't have a face, get out.
Yeah, we don't want you on the podcast.
Stop listening to the pod, okay?
Yeah, this isn't for you.
If anybody out there doesn't have a face, just get out.
See yourself out, please.
See yourself out.
Well, have somebody help you out because you can't see, obviously.
Shut it down, okay?
Shut it down.
But anyway, we almost invented pizza itself.
Right.
But that was a sticky project. We're gonna have to talk about that another day.
We were so close. Yeah, it was just a day or so too
So
late.
we had to settle for barbecue chicken, and
I'm proud of it.
I'm really proud of it.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
you know, it was many years ago. I can't even remember how many years ago. How many years ago do you think it was?
Yeah, it's hard to say. We were drinking a lot back then.
Yeah, when was the first barbecue chicken pizza? When did that happen? I think it was the early 1900s, somewhere in there.
Yeah, we're pretty hungover. Just kind of like, well, what can we do here?
It was around Prohibition time or right after the Prohibition, somewhere in there.
Pizza was like a new thing.
Late
We were like,
pre-Great Depression kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, we were...
had a bird laying around. We were like, oh,
Yeah.
we got a pizza here. We got a bird.
Yeah. Well, because at that time, you know, chicken and barbecue, they existed as separate things.
Yeah, there was nobody was thinking like,
You know.
hey, let's put this bird on here. Like,
But the funny thing is I don't even really think it was our idea. We just opened our minds
right, it just kind of
enough
happened.
that when we saw the barbecue and we saw the chicken, the two things just kind of came together.
Next thing you know, we're eating it.
We're eating barbecue chicken pizzas.
Right. It was like, we did it. We invented it.
Yeah.
So,
So, I mean, stop arguing with us about it.
yeah.
Stop sending me emails
We're cleaning the slate here because
about how you did it.
we're just kind of tired of hearing like all this fighting. There's like all this message board stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we heard the two honks did it. And I
It's
was
just
like,
getting
no.
way out of hand on these internet forums. You know, everybody's trying to take the credit. Everybody's debating two sides of the argument that don't fucking exist
Right.
because we invented it.
Yeah, we
We
didn't
made
want
it
to.
happen.
We didn't want to just. It's as exciting and entertaining it is to watch all of that go down.
Yeah.
It's like we don't need this distraction right now.
Shut it down.
We're trying to move forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're not going to issue cease and desist. We're just going to straight up sue you from now on.
Yeah.
Okay. If you try to take credit,
You can enjoy the pizza. Please do.
yeah, or you're going to be hearing from our legal team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Consider this your cease and desist,
Yeah.
internet warriors.